Ooh, apparently I'm live. What's up, guys? So apparently this is a thing. Wanted to just try it out, test it out. I started recording a video and it was just a mess. I think I started recording it 20 times and I saw this option. I've seen some other people at it, and obviously they have great content. They actually know what they're going to talk about. My camera is a little bit off to the side, so I'm looking at me, but the camera is really up there, so I'm not really looking at the camera. And my webcam is so old, it really sucks. So I'm glad that it actually does some video. But I figured I would just ramble on for a little bit, do the content, because I don't know that all the stuff that I had really warrants a video. Maybe I'm a little lazy. Maybe I'm just old. I have no idea. Anyway, so I was talking with some people about Nerf modifications, and they were talking on and on. They were gushing on Drac, and it was just so awesome. They were talking about how much they loved his stuff, how much he was he was inspirational, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I did Nerf modification stuff. And they're like, oh, that's great. I was like, okay, oh, well. But, I showed them a couple of stuff that I had done. They're like, oh, yeah, that's fun. But which got me thinking, because I had some people talk about, maybe I should re-review or go over some of my old blasters, which I took out, I dusted off, and I tried out with the new darts. So there are 3 new darts that I know of. There are the Dart Zone darts, the green with the blue tips. There are the bamboos, and that are green with the orange tip. And then there are, I think they're called the V3s, and those are the purple with the orange tip. So I tried these new darts with my blasters and found that they don't work. Mainly because, one, the foam is not a lot, but the foam is a little bit thicker, and my barrels are smaller. So I use CPVC barrels and brass barrels, and apparently they just won't work. So I do have pink foam, and I do have some white foam blanks that I had never made into slugs. So I might be trying to use the V3 dart heads with that foam and see if it can work. And if it can't, it means I have to retire all of my blasters, which sucks, but I probably will at least try to display them somewhere in the basement, or on my walls somewhere. So for those of you who don't know, for those of you who don't remember, this was a fun one. This is a Doomsayer with the CPVC barrels, but this works great with the old slugs. Does not work at all with any of the new darts. But for those of you who might see this and make your own blasters or whatever, I would love to know where you get your barrel materials, because it seems like aluminum would be a good choice with the new barrel types or with the new dart types. So I was thinking maybe I could start rebarreling some of the old blasters and try to give them new life, or I just retire them all and they hang up on my wall. But if you have an idea, or if you have a good suggestion for barrel materials where I could get some McMaster or another place, love to know. See if I could get this done. So I don't know that it really warrants me going over the old blasters, just with the spike and rise in 3D printing for blasters, which has been insane. And I love seeing all the new creations. And it's funny because I started working on this guy for lock and load, and as you can see, it's all kind of has some of these 3D printed parts. And I got the idea for it because I have some light green material that I've been using to print out some metal holders. But I saw that, and then when I brought this out, I was like, light clicked on that, this had, for those of you who don't know, this had kind of a wavy light green piece with, black paint. And I thought, how cool would it be to kind of rejigger that and still make a top slide for this, but, a little bit more, modern setting. And so I started printing out this test piece to get the fit right. So you can see this thing slides well, and I thought it would be cool to make this top loading and to also prime the blaster. But what I thought would be really cool was to find a way, because in the normal old world, you would prime your blaster, you would then have to open up the barrel, stick in a dart, close the barrel, and then you fire and this shoots forward. What I thought would be cool was to find a way that this slider could prime the blaster, which this can if I print or create a handle for this that would rest against the slider piece. But to find a way or find some type of mechanism gearing that could, when you slide this back, open up the barrel. And then hopefully when you close it, it would be able to slide the barrel back and make a tight seal. Because obviously this thing has a very tiny plunger tube, but the space inside this shell is pretty small. So I don't know if it's possible. I don't know what's possible, but I saw this, and then funny enough, I saw that and I started putting it together. Then this thing came out, and I was like, it's exactly what I was trying to do, except way better. And of course I had to buy this and check it out. And this is amazing. So those are just a couple things that I had kind of been working on. Didn't think it really warranted a whole video just because it was just me rambling anyway, which I am doing. So need help from you guys, aluminum barrels for the old blasters. And I'd love to hear your suggestions on that. And if you guys have any ideas about gearing mechanism for this tiny thing, I'd love to hear that. But still just working on this on the side, piecing it together, redesigning that top slide piece, because I was just made that just to make sure that all the dimensions worked right. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. Hope you guys are having a great summer. See you later.